people are on Thanksgiving. Let's talk about that.
Sounds like a good idea, man.
Did you say how horny people are?
On Thanksgiving, no less. Go to sleep.
Well,
My God.
I would argue that I'm the same amount of horny on Thanksgiving as any other day.
Well, so I go over my sister's house, right? And my sister tells me, her kid, my nephew, is he's 12 now. He's watching the pornographies. You know what I mean? He's watching P nasties already, being 12.
Hey,
And I
yo.
was like, how did you figure this out? She was like, well, his account is tied to my account. You know what I mean? And I can see everything that he's searching. I was like, I started looking at it. I'm like, what the fuck? Thanksgiving Day? The fuck? But then I was like, okay, I guess there ain't nothing really to do during COVID. You know what I'm saying? The fuck is a 12-year-old boy to do, I guess. But what was so shocking? Now I remember when I was 12. I didn't think about such things. Well, I did, but not to that extent.
I call bullshit on that one.
Can you shut up?
That's why I was laughing, bro. That's why I was laughing.
Well, but what he was watching, what he was watching was two white girls farting in each other's mouths. I was like, oh my goodness. See, I wasn't that damn bad. Like, but why though? And it was just like rows of just raunchy shit. It's just like, where does this come from? Like, where is this knowledge acquired? Like, what makes you wander in the fucking nether realms?
What makes you want to watch two white girls fart in each other's mouths?
Yeah, no shit, right? What the fuck?
On Thanksgiving, no less. You know what I'm saying? The fuck?
Man, that's disgusting, bro.
Who's that one bit?
That's fucking disgusting.
Yeah, he liked it.
Hey, yo, Pablo.
He
Pablo, I see you out there, buddy. How you doing? Yeah. I'm glad to see you're doing good, buddy. Glad to see you're doing real nice.
He been spending time with his daughter.
Yep.
His baby.
That nigga be rearing his head and then running away.
Yo, yep. He be having mad fuck. He be in every fucking space. You raunchy nigga.
Yeah.
He be getting a piece of all of the spaces.
Yo, fix your feedback, motherfucker. I don't want to have to hear myself, bro. God damn.
My bad. This Twitter be wild. But yeah, it's fine. I guess we gotta request it. He's requested. Pablo's is requested. Approved.
All right, I'm bringing him in right now.
Motherfucker be all up in the sauce, man.
Be like, yo, what's up, guys? What's up, guys? Yo, what's up, daddy? How you doing? I want that. Hey, yo, daddy, I want that BBC.
Yo, sir, not on Thanksgiving.
I don't have my game console here, so I need to entertain myself. So if I gotta go into a BBC space, I will do that. Sir.
Yo, I saw you on a BBC space. Yo, I was like, what the fuck is he doing?
Yeah.
No, but on some real shit, it was a moaning contest. That's what it was.
Yes.
I was like, you fucking raunchy bitch.
Yeah, I think Ken was in there too. So.
You mean the matchmaking shit?
He told you.
Bro, that shit was kind of interesting though. I ain't gonna lie to you, man.
Nah, bro. The expectations some of those women have, bro, is like kind of.
Oh, bro, I was telling Josh about that, man. I'm like, yo, what the hell? Like, these chicks are in here like interrogating these niggas, yo. Like, they're
what I don't understand. I'm sorry, I had to cut you off. I'm sorry. Not what I don't get is one of the trends that I'm starting to see nowadays is that women are basing their looks after the filters and after the makeup as if that was their actual looks. Bitch, I'm a 10, motherfucker. I'm a 10. Yeah, when you add like 17 passes of filters on you, yeah. You can look like whatever the fuck you want to look like at this point. I'm like, that's not you. Like, I'm a queen. How about that?
What did you call it? Where a tarantula crawled on their face and died.
No, man, don't do that. Don't do that.
The eyelashes from all
Don't do
races.
that.
Everybody
The
want to
fucking
wear
fat
these
clowns.
eyelashes. Everybody wants to wear these eyelashes, man. These fucking Asian fans that they strap onto their eyelids, and they're like, "I'm a bad bitch." You can't even see, bitch. Bitch, you got like pink eye.
Oh my fucking god,
Eyes look gummed the fuck up. Talking about something. I'm a queen, bitch. Can you see?
Bro, I jumped in that space and the chick was like,
Josh.
yo, the chick was like, she was like, so what's your resume looking like? I'm like, nigga, what the fuck?
What's your resume? What's your resume looking like? What's your body count? How about that? How many
Yo,
niggas you fuck?
Ken, you know Big Mike?
Nah, who's that?
Oh, never mind. There's one of my friends over here. He's like in the game and shit too. He actually bagged one of the girls on there, but she was actually a real gamer though.
Oh, for real? I missed that shit, man. Because the
Yeah, it was
majority
pretty
of them
cool.
dudes, yo.
She's like the
I'm
coolest
sure.
out of all of them, but
I'm sure you could.
I was about to jump in there and challenge all of them, man. I'm like, what the fuck you bitches got to offer, bro?
See, if I would have came in there, I've been a try hard, right? I should have put on my shirt.
I know, right? Put on a wife beater.
Put on a white beater. I mean, he got abs and shit though, but like, aren't you like 5'4" and shit like that? I like a nigga like tall and shit, like 7'8".
Did you say 7?
and I love how that one lady, she was like, "Oh, I got money, but I'm trying to teach these young girls like not to get with a broke nigga." Well, the guy doesn't have to put in all the work. It's 50-50 in any relationship you're in. Like,
I don't think they get it. This is the problem. We're going to jump into the topics after this stuff, but this is the thing that blows me away. Because I know everybody want to eat their food and get their second supplements and stuff like that. We get you. You got hang out with family. We try to respect your time. But one of the things I don't understand about the women nowadays is that they blame us for the men that they pick. Like, motherfuckers be holding like homeless signs and shit like that. They be like, but he tall though, shit. You better get in my car. Like, I'll buy you some Jordans and shit, clean you up, build you up from scratch and shit. And then when the dude leaves them, then they're like, I can't stand all niggas. Y'all don't be having no money. Like, you picked the dude. What you talking about? You picked he had nothing when you got him. You know what I mean? I don't get it. If you want to have a dude that has money, then you go to the places where they are at. You know how to do it. You know what I mean? Like, if you're in a corporate setting and the motherfucker's a CEO and shit like that, wear a pencil dress and pick up pencils all day. You know what I mean? Like, oops. Do what Monica Lewinsky did. She did it right. You know what I'm saying? She knew damn well the Clintons weren't broke. But
yo, today we're gonna try and keep the spaces a little shorter. Because obviously it's the holiday season. Everybody's with their families and shit like that. So we're not trying to keep everybody in here for like fucking 5 hours. So
nigga, I just said that.
Nigga, no, you didn't. No, yeah, you did. I know you did. I know you did. Shut up.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, yeah.
I mean. So let's wind dive right into this shit, right? So I don't know what Sony's doing lately with these like fucking blogs and vlogs and shit like that, but they've been just like drip feeding information about games, and I'm not gonna lie to you. That shit, like, no cap be working, yo. That shit keep me on the edge of my seat all the time, man. Like, they come out with a fucking blog and shit like that that has like 2 paragraphs and one piece of nugget of information, yo, and everybody jump on that shit like flies on shit. So I wanted to talk about our expectations.
A man easily pleased.
Easily.
You be getting the worst head ever, bro.
Hey, dude. That bitch licked the tip, y'all. That shit was busted. No, but Like, I mean, I didn't even do much. I just sighed on it. I was like, oh shit. Oh, so what I've seen what Horizon Forbidden West is they spoke about different things about I don't if you played Horizon Zero Dawn, this was one of the biggest criticisms I had with this. It was like super, super problematic. Going from a game like Grand Theft Auto, where all the NPCs have different personalities, you play Grand Theft Auto, especially I'm replaying the definitive edition. It's kind of, makes me reminisce about what it used to be like in the past. And they had these NPCs, and each NPC that they had, not each one on the road, because they had like archetypes, but each one that they had a personality trait. Some were aggressive, some were passive, and it made the world feel alive. Yeah, some people that would pickpocket. Yeah, some people that would steal cars. Yeah, some people that could run faster than all the other NPCs and stuff like that. What Guerrilla Games is suggesting is that they have this system in Horizon Forbidden West. So the towns actually have meaning. They're not just dressing. They're literally towns, living, breathing fucking towns, yo. And I'm just super ecstatic for it. They were talking about like Aloy could like straight up, and I don't give a fuck if it's copied or not. I don't give a fuck. But straight up Breath of the Wild, Monster Hunter, you go to these towns and you eat food. They have all different food. You have the Oseram, they have their beer and liquor. You may find a nigga, at the bar. He just sitting there like, probably just looking around. Huh?
Like, yo, shawty, what's good?
Yeah, he probably looking around with his fucking cup of whiskey and shit like that. You know what I mean? Oseram drinks. That's the same clan that what's his name? The fucking Mr. Clean looking nigga. Can't think of his name. Aaron. There. The same as his clan, but they have a lot of alcohol. That's what their clan is. And you may see a person looking kind of conspicuous, and he may look like something's on his mind, especially with the high dynamic and high fidelity graphics, the 4K deliciousness. You may see this motherfucker on the edge. You may just walk up to him, and they actually be like, "Hey, sugar, what you want, Aloy?" She'd be like, "Oh, I'm just, let me just get some water," because the bitch is poor as shit, or whatever the case is. And then a guy may walk up to you and be like, "It's on me. Give her what she wants." And Aloy would be like, "Yo, he didn't have to do that." And then he'd be like, "Well, I heard that you saw problems, and this is the least I could do." She'd be like, "Oh," and he'd be like, "Well, here's the proposition." I'm just thinking about these stories, man. I'm sorry. I'm like,
they actually even described like the world as a character in its own. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which is interesting. You know what I'm saying? Because it kind of suggests that the world is going to be dynamic.
Wolfie, will there be in there?
Yeah, I just accepted the
Okay.
invitation. Yeah, but
Okay,
yeah, like
so-
it's going to be pretty dynamic. You know what I'm saying?
But basically, I mean, I know I'm hyped for the shit, but honestly, each town has their own thing. And I think that some of them have like a bar, and the people that are in the bar, they also have like side quests. So you may find somebody being shifty or whatever the case is. But more importantly, like Breath of the Wild and what do you call it? Monster Hunter, you eat food and it gives you like these status boosts.
Mhm.
So when you go out on the road, so before you go out, you're like, I'm going to be in like a cold ass area. Let me, have some jalapeno peppers or whatever the case is, just to kind of tide me over, keep me from freezing to death, or keep my
I love
stamina
that.
from being low. I
Honestly,
always like
I
that.
love that.
I'm trying not, because I don't want to be disappointed, but that's what they're kind of describing low key. I mean, I don't know what kind of food would do what to you. You know what I'm saying? It's not just health. They say it was status boosts. So maybe make her faster. I don't know. They haven't really gone into it. So
Well,
Sony's been doing these little provocative little nuggets.
I would imagine, more than likely, status boost would probably be, defense. You know what I'm saying? More attack, obviously health, things like that. You know what I'm saying? They might even do like speed, like movement speed. Some of the shit that you kind of like see. They may make it more specific to the game, where it's like you do more damage towards certain machines over others.
I hope
like
it's not that basic. I hope it's not. But let me finish my excitisms. You know, but Wolf and Sony versus you can. I mean, if you want to unmute your mic and shit like that, you can do it because it's not gonna be like crazy busy unless it gets really busy. But
Yo, I actually clicked this shit by accident, but yo, you're getting me going with those with that Aloy shit, man. That's crazy. Yo, I just want to listen, man. But do what you do, man. You guys keep going. Take care.
All right, man. All right. But they appreciate that. But they were saying that the NPCs were actually like reactionary too, and that's not really. I don't know what that means because they were kind of reactionary in the first one. Like if you were wearing certain clothes, and they'll kind of make a comment about it, like ew, that bitch look dirty. I'm like damn, gotta take it there, shit, bitch. You know what I mean? But I don't know how they go. Aloy has a personality trait that I don't think you can just Grand Theft Auto it. You can't just be beating people up in the fucking bars and shit like that. But um, they said that the crowds are reactionary. There's different activities per city that they have. So like if you played the original one, they had different little cities. It's just that Meridian was the largest out of the city. But instead of it just being city dressing and you have some NPCs, you may just see people walking about. People have like a cycle from what I could read. So you know what I'm saying? Like in the morning, you know, you may have some people just, you know, stretch, you know, and they just sweep their porch and shit like that. Maybe it'd be like a nosy black bitch, you know what I'm saying? Looking at the town and shit like that. And she just act like she cleaning her windows and shit. She looking like, I knew that neighbor was up to no good. Look at that, she cheating on her man. I don't know. I doubt that's like that because I don't think that's how the world works. But that's how it is. That's how I feel like. Well, what you gonna say, kid? What's all the shit that you got?
No, I mean, from what I was reading, man, you know, it almost feels like they're trying to make every single part of the game or town and area like feel like unique. You know what I'm saying? Like when you go into a different area, like a different town or whatever, it's gonna be completely unique to that area because like every tribe, you know, and every sort of people and their culture is different. You know what I'm saying? They mentioned that. They mentioned that everything that they place in the world is going to have like its own intention. It's going to be placed there for a reason. You know what I'm saying? So, and you even go into like certain tribes have like certain belief systems and stuff like that. So, I mean, you could even see like, you know, how people interact with each other and some of their daily activities sort of revolving around their culture as well. You know what I mean? So, I think it's going to feel like different. You know what I mean? Like unique to each area. I mean, I don't know. Like when I played Horizon, you know, the first Horizon, like every area looked different and stuff like that, but it to some extent it did feel obviously pretty similar to other areas. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't like a whole lot that you could do like within each area, you know, besides like meeting certain NPCs and stuff like that, and you know maybe getting like new weapons and new outfits and shit like that. But you know, here it looks like it's real, like they're really trying to like sell you on like this is the Tanakh tribe. This is what this is what they do as far as their culture, and you know what I'm saying, and you know how people sort of like live their daily lives and shit like that, and whatever. You know, they might even start implementing things like what you call it, like you know with the food and stuff like that. You can only get like certain foods based on their culture that give you certain status boosts and shit like that. You know,
Just to add on to that, yes, and then on top of that, the weapons you have like little workbenches in different towns, which they make certain weapons. More importantly, you're going to need to go out and literally hunt for specific parts for these machines, and you can only go to that town to get that weapon. So if they're looking for what do you call it, a watcher's eye, the lens, you're going to need to collect that shit from the map and take it all the way over there. Now, what also is a little sprinkle is little sprinkle that Ikari is that you could actually command the machines. You can make them defensive or you can make them offensive. And I believe on my own personal channel, I did mention before that what I believe, because you can ride more mounts than before, I don't think it's just hopping on there just to move faster. I think certain mounts have certain attributes. Some of them can probably jump. Some of them can probably climb treacherous terrain, like the Velociraptors, the Stride Claw, what is it?
Claw Striders. Yeah, Claw
Claw
Striders.
Striders. they're probably going to be able to climb more treacherous terrain if you do decide to ride them versus the Strider could just run. You know what I mean? On flat land or sand or whatever the case is. So you got shit going on like that. So that's going to be interesting because like if you want to, like, what does that mean to put the machine in defense mode? You know what I mean? I don't know what that is. And if you peep the trailer, if you peep it right, these towns actually have docile machines. Like they got the machines working for them, and I don't know if they hacked it or they just. I guess there's. I ain't gonna mention any spoilers, but there may be some understanding between the machines in that town. So long as you're not trying to kill it, it's fine, and it can live in harmony and maybe get them to do shit. You know what I'm saying? Help them out with whatever. So you got a lot of really interesting things going on across the board. There's also this is the thing that blew me away. This is the thing that blew me away. This is the thing that blew me away, man. Like oh man, I told Ken that I didn't want to speak about this because I was going to be like super like hyped for this shit. But there's some machines that will lead you into different places. Like if you just follow it and just be like fall back, they'll lead you into a place where there's like treasure. Like there's a whole bunch of like stuff to, you know what I mean, to glean. So you may not want to kill a machine that quickly. It may be on to something. You know what I mean? It may lead you to a decent place. Because you think about it, and I have like this fetish. I've had this fetish. I'm 37. I had this fetish since I was like, I don't know, like 10. I love waterfalls that cover caves, and the cave behind the waterfall actually has like this, you know what I mean? Like this different area, like hidden area. That
So
shit is so fucking.
You have a fetish of getting wet.
Yes. So, but yeah, I just feel like that's such cool, like, what do you call it? Like level design was
Like world
you know,
building and stuff.
world building. You just kind of have
Yeah.
that. Not only that, but like the machines also have functionality. So like even them, they're not just obstacles to stop you from going from A to B fast, quickly. Some of these machines, because they also are looking for resources as well, according to the story of Horizon Zero Dawn, they have to dig these resources. And sometimes they need to take the resources and have another machine like dig in the resources, but they are not transport machines. So they'll dig it and have another machine kind of pick up the resources and take it to where it needs to go, which is the cauldrons. Some of these machines may be vulnerable when they're doing this. So they mentioned in one of the blogs there, when the machines are in this state, they can't really attack, but they have a hyper sense of awareness. So you just can't be stabbing them and shit like that. So some of the watchers could like alert and make your shit like a living hell, which ties into smoke bombs. They mentioned that the AI is relentless machine-wise. They can climb, they can jump, and they can swim just like Aloy can. So it ain't just, let me walk out the area and they'll stop chasing me. Like if you saw the state of play, them velociraptors were on her, they were on her ass.
They were. Which is
And
interesting.
It was so crazy. Like they can't swim, but they were on her ass to the bitter fucking end until she jumped into water and they couldn't follow.
You know what, man? To add on to that,
I'm done with it. I'm done.
No. I just wanted to add on to that. You know what I'm saying? Like imagine, because if you play the first game, right, you'll notice that when you run out of the vicinity for certain machines, they'll stop chasing you. You know what I'm saying? Just
There was a reason for that. The reason why they stopped chasing you is because if they're like the levels are divided into zones, and if a machine follows you into a different zone, it may not accommodate the amount of memory that the machine actually needs to be in the area. So it may crash the game by doing that. So I don't know how they're able to do it now. Maybe they learn better compression techniques or just know better streaming. What were you saying?
No, I mean, like, you can't really use that as a way to cheese it. You know what I'm saying? And I already felt like when I played the first Horizon that it was pretty dynamic. You know what I'm saying? Like you could go to like the same area and something completely different would be happening based on, just machines moving around in the world or humans just being there and shit like that, right? Here, you know, you can't really like just run away from the enemy because they're smarter. You know what I'm saying? They're going to chase you, and you know, like they're trying to revamp the AI to, you know, to obviously to feel more alive or whatever the case that they're trying to do, right? So, like, I'm thinking in my mind, right? I'm imagining, you know, where you're playing the game, right? You run into a herd of enemies, right? Machines, and you try to get away, and then as you're getting away, these motherfuckers are chasing you, and then you run into another pack of enemies. You know what I'm saying?
That's why they give her smoke grenades, because it's to the point where like I can't get away from them. You know what I mean? And I have to like regroup. They're on her too much. You know what I'm saying? So you got that going on, and that's why also Aloy is able to. She's more nimble. She's more agile, and she has a lot. She's more able. Um, so you could see you could use like the fucking what is it? A pole caster. I forgot what it was. The little
Yeah,
grappling Batman grappling hook. You
yeah.
can
I
use
was
that
gonna say that
and
too.
you can use that in conjunction with the little glider. Wing shield. I forgot what the hell they call it, but the little glider. And you could just like do all these fucking crazy ass like combos: slide, polecaster, glider, roll, slide, climb this, and I almost forgot. Any rock faced terrain you can climb on. So I'm sure that you probably when you seen the state of play, you saw like the highlighted areas created by the focus. It's that's not yellow just to be yellow. They just want you to see it, the stuff that you can climb on. Not that that's the only place, but since the game has changed, they want you to get acclimated to the ability to climb anywhere. So there's been places in like and Horizon Zero Dawn and the Frozen Wilds where it's too steep. You know what I'm saying? Or sometimes you be like, "Fuck me, I don't want to go around this whole ass mountain." You know what I'm saying? Let me just climb this shit. And when you finally climb up there, you just use the fucking glider to glide the fuck down and continue on your way.
You know
You
what's
know what I'm
cool about
saying?
that too? They mentioned in one of the previous blog posts that not only are they going to allow Aloy to like climb different surfaces around the world, right, like free climbing sort of, but they're also giving her the ability to like climb onto like surfaces that she could jump, and you know what I'm saying, like at the height of her jump, if she can reach it, she can climb onto it basically. You know what I'm saying?
I
They
got
actually
Oh,
I got a question. Is the throw game mechanics improved in the second game
the what?
for
the,
Aloy? The throw game mechanic.
the throat game.
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
It's fucking
You
stupid
know,
ass.
I think so, man. I think so. You know what I'm
It was
saying?
pretty basic in the first game, you know what I
That's
mean?
what they.
Aloy
That's what they
Aloy
was
didn't
trying.
really Aloy didn't really have like a like her she had too much like the gag reflexes, like that meter.
That was my main
It
complaint.
was too high,
Yeah,
yo. I
I
mean,
didn't like that
What?
the gag and reflex was a QTE. I don't like that. It got to
yeah.
be just a cutscene.
I mean, like,
I'm glad that they
No,
allowed it to
gag
be like
reflex with
a
dolphins.
what'd you say?
I said gag reflex with dolphins.
Yo, you could yeah, so
Yeah.
that'll make you gay though, because you
Yo,
can have the
dude, nah, bro. Nah, bro.
yo,
if you have to
you could,
if you feel it with that you feel it with the fucking adaptive triggers like how far Ew.
dude, you could feel you could feel the gag from the back of the controller to the front.
Bro.
the fucking triggers and shit like that, right? If it doesn't go down all the way, that means that our gag reflexes is not there yet. You know
Nah,
what I mean?
nah,
Once
nah,
it clicks,
That's if
you're like,
you
damn,
nah.
vibrate.
I passed the gag reflex.
Yeah. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no.
Game of the year, yo.
Sadly, that version probably would win too.
No. The only way she gonna win is she eat cat. But like the whole situation that I see. From what I also want to say this too, because you know, once again, I'm still trying to respect everybody's time and stuff like that. But like, the expectations for Horizon, I really do. They said that like if you ever played the Frozen Wilds, you know, like if you played the first Horizon and they just look like mannequins and shit like that, you know, they just didn't even pretty much blink. It just look real like fucking static. They already fixed that in the DLC. The DLC already fixed it. So I can imagine what the hell it would look like at this point. You know what I'm saying? But they pretty much addressed everything that was
Probably the
wrong.
same.
You know what I want to
Um,
see more of, man? To be
I
honest,
don't know.
I want to see like because they gave you a lot of traps and stuff like that in the first game, right? That you could use to take down the machines, right? In most cases, you don't really need to use them because you had enough, like of your arsenal to take down most of the enemies. You know what I'm saying? Like the heavy arrows, whatever. Some of the elemental weapons that you could use to stun them and shit like that and do extra damage. I would like to see, with the AI being better, smarter, more aggressive, that kind of thing, where you sort of have to use your traps more to, sort of like outsmart them or lead them into a trap, or you know what I'm saying? Or you could like sort of like safeguard yourself. So like if you know that you're going to be fighting a large group of enemies, you could set traps like pre-prepare for the battle in case shit goes south. You know what I'm saying? And then you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Like I want to see that kind of stuff.
Well,
Where you
yeah, because I have a problem with consumables in games. I don't like things that are temporary constructs within your menu system. So, but in the and I'm going to kind of pivot a little bit. When you play a Dark Souls game or a Demon Souls game or a Souls game in general, one of the things I had to understand I had to get over is that you can't just jump into a world with just your basic ass weapons. Like there's enemies that needs consumables, like arrows or magic to like take them down, and it's not something that you could pick up in the game world. So when you go to the Nexus or when you go to that little hub, you buy all your shit there and then go out. So you kind of have to, and I think that's how they make it in the towns. You gotta know what you think you may need just in case. She doesn't have an infinite, pouch in that case. And speaking of combat, that shit's like completely revamped. You got combos in this bitch. I forgot to
That'd be
mention that
cool.
shit too.
That'd be cool. Like now that you sort of mention it, because like every world or not world, but every biome is going to be different. Every part of the world is going to be different. So you could reasonably assume that even that the machines will act differently based on that. You know what I'm saying?
Because why would
So
you need food? Why would you need certain food and certain different? You know what I mean? Like, why would that be a thing if you didn't need to prepare?
I hope they don't make it too arbitrary. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like you can do it just to kind of like take advantage of the system, but more like you have to do it to
You
prepare
want it.
for.
You want it like a necessity at this point.
Yeah, because like like in for example, in Breath of the Wild, right? You had to eat food in order to survive certain parts of the game. You know what I'm saying? You had to have certain things that you had prepared in your inventory before you go to those areas. You know what I'm saying? So but there were different ways that you could do it. But that was one of the ways that you could do it. You know what I'm saying? Like the food was important because you needed the status boost, for warmth or whatever, all that type of shit, right? Before you go into the area, otherwise you're gonna fucking die. You know what I'm saying? Like
Also,
you're not gonna live.
also, you can't modify your weapon on the fly. You got to go to those workbenches to do that shit. So like, and it's not just like it's not like tiers where you're like you max out the tier and you're done, and then that weapon can just do whatever you want. It's slots basically. So it's either this for this occasion or that for that occasion. So you may be like, okay, my arrows could do this, but I'm in an area that's kind of claustrophobic and I don't really need range like that. I need power. So I need to go to the Osram thing. They kind of have like a lot of firepower. Let me go there and do whatever I need to do, pay them whatever, and then go over there because I kind of know how that is. And I think they're going to allow for adventure to take its course. You may go over there and it may be too much. And you'd be like, I need to retreat. This is too much going on. I mean, these are all expectations for a sequel of almost 5 years ago. You know what I mean? I mean, from the prequel that was 5 years ago. So I'm kind of expecting that, sort of, kind of. I'm sure it's not going to be all the same thing. I'm pretty sure they kind of want the game to be a little bit accessible. You know what I mean? But
Of course, yeah.
and that's a truth too. It ain't gonna be like a Souls game because the only way that you can get like a super challenge in Zero Dawn is to crank that bitch up Then you
Pretty
get then the difficulty. Then you can get some challenge or whatever the case is. Because if I played the game on normal, I would have just blew through the game. And it was kind of funny because some people just really didn't know how to play that bitch. I'm like, huh.
well, there's a learning curve to it, like how you approach the machines and shit like that, which is interesting because they also in the trailer, the extended gameplay trailer, when you
Mhm.
fought the humans, they even had like metal plates and stuff. So you have to like approach them differently too. Like you can't fight them like you did in the first game.
Go back and look at that state of play again. Now, the curious thing that blew me away is that she shot the dude in his heart. That was the way to kill him. That was the way to kill him. That big brute dude. She shot him in the heart. And
I
then
think
that's
she
how
shot
she
the other
killed
dude in
him.
the heart too, right?
I don't remember that one, but I remember when she jumped and she bounced off of his chest and then did the whole thing. She shot him in his heart. They said that you're going to need to do these tactical things, like knock pieces of armor off to get the super. So if you are a fighting game fan, you're going to need to build up the meter.
Well, I don't. Okay, so I don't really think that. I don't think it was like specific to shooting his heart to kill him. What they did was, if you read the blog post, right,
Mhm.
there's a meter that you can build up where I forgot what it was called, man, but um, like you could build up a meter, right, and then you could toss like a projectile onto the enemy and then shoot the
Oh,
projectile.
you
Yeah,
stick the project. Basically, you keep
yeah,
hitting
yeah,
them
yeah.
and you stick the energy from the projectile. Then you can do that and it explodes. But
Yeah, and then you shoot it, and then it does critical damage. Yeah. So
well, I mean, I think that would be a little bit too much if you could have to shoot people in their heart and shit like that. But
I don't think
I don't
so.
know. These
I
are
don't
all
think it's.
fantasy shits. Don't
Yeah.
don't mind me. I'm just you know what I mean. These are some of the things that you could probably expect in general. You know what I'm saying? Just to get your expectations up and shit. I'm a huge fan of the Horizon series and stuff like that. The storyline, read all of the data points and stuff like that, and just in general, the story was good. The antagonist or whatever you want to call him was very intriguing. There was really a lot of gray areas for all of the enemies. They always had something tragic happen, which kind of led them to that path, or it just wasn't that simple to just call him a bad guy. You know what I mean? And sometimes you needed to kind of use some people knowing their intentions to get you to where you need to go. You know?
I really want to see the game sort of like, um, it's like lean into like having to survive. You know what I'm saying? Like survive in the world by preparing and having the right equipment, the right weapons, knowing how to deal with the weapons and I mean the machines and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Right.
Upgrading your equipment, like your outfits and stuff like because they mentioned that you like your outfits have like certain affinities. You know what I mean? So you could build your outfit around those affinities to give you like certain resistances to to certain enemies and shit like that. So you know I really want to see like the systems in the game sort of take that kind of form where um, you have to prepare for stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't just run into the fucking game, you know, willy nilly, not prepared, no, you know what I'm saying, and then expect to walk out, in one piece. You know what I mean? Like I really want to see that kind of stuff come together that way. You know?
And then they already got see the thing is they already set the precedent of having an easy mode. You know what I'm saying? So if it's really that deep and you just want to stick around in it, okay, fine. Set that shit to story. You know what I mean? If you can't beat it, I mean, there's your cake and eat it. You know what I mean? But for normal or higher, you shouldn't be. It shouldn't be a walk in the park.
Yeah, like make it a challenge. I mean, the first game was challenging if you put the difficulty up.
Fairly, yeah, it's fairly challenging in general. The concept is a little weird at first because some people was like, "What the fuck do I do?" Like, I met somebody, my friend, he was like using the fire arrows. I'm like, bro, you can't just use the fire arrows just for anything. Some people are just that's not how that works. You know what I mean? I'm like, nigga, you Japanese and you have a master's degree. How do you like what?
Did you read the tutorial?
Are you reading shit? Like, what are you doing, dude?
I don't think the game really went into though, like that you
No,
have
they
to.
did. No, they did.
Did they?
Trust me, they did.
I mean, I remember when you played the game, they told you about the focus, right? The focus could tell you like the weaknesses of the machines and stuff. I
Yeah,
don't.
they told you. to use the focus because you can see the weakness. And then they told you that different ammo types is going to lend to the weaknesses. They didn't want to just give it. They spell it the fuck out. Like, come on, like we've been gaming for years. Like, you already know what it is. You know what I mean? Like, damn. Use the fire arrows on the green canister, which is going to explode. This enemy is icy, so shoot him with fire. Like, come on, like, I mean, you're gonna have to do better. You know what I mean? It's gonna have to be a little better than that. You know?
I mean, some motherfuckers need it, man.
Really do. Dumb as shit. But I think we already kind of like overextended this one. I think we should move on to the next topic here.
Yeah,
Which is your topic. Nigga, what do you mean go ahead? Nigga, that's your topics.
Fucking my topic. Yeah, I mean, you were talking about the leaks and shit like that. Some of the games.
No, you said that, yo, we should talk about it. I said I don't want to talk about the Game Awards. And I'm tired of that shit.
Anyway.
Well, you're talking about that supposed winner leak from the website bullshit?
Well, there were some leaks, you know, supposedly that there's some games that are going to be announced at the Game Awards. I think one of them was like a remake of some sort. What was it? Chrono Cross?
Chrono Cross remaster, yeah. Which is an odd fucking pick from Square, but whatever.
It kind of makes me feel like it is wonderful, but it just, to me, it seems it makes too much damn sense to do something like that for the gamers. So I don't think it's going to be a possibility. You know what I mean? Like, to me, it's too much of a wet dream for gamers to release a game like that. You know what I'm saying? Vagrant Story and shit like that there are other picks like that as well. Let me just say this too before.
Yeah, you think Vagrant Story though is actually going to work at this time, like this day and age, though, man, with the way gamers are today? I don't know about that.
I mean, I think I
don't know about that.
I know, but you gotta understand this. I just saw something on fucking Twitter, right? And I'm sorry, I have to go on a tiny little tangent on this shit before we go into like the shit that we want to talk about. Apparently, there's people push. That's what I'm saying. Like, we gotta start pushing. Like, we gotta start pushing for freedom of art. You know what I mean? Like, at all costs. Because if everybody keeps getting offended for things, we're just gonna have one type of story at this point. You know what I mean? No one's gonna be able to stretch their legs and do something like that. Like, if it was as tight as it is now, we wouldn't have had.
You said you're trying to stretch someone's legs open? What the hell?
Yeah, stretch it up. Yep. No, but on a serious note, right? We wouldn't have Grand Theft Auto. We wouldn't have Grand Theft Auto San Andreas if it was in today's time. Like, somebody would be like, oh, it's a white guy made the script for San Andreas. They said nigga, and I don't like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the thing is, what we're seeing on Twitter was you have to ask your baby, like the infant, consent to change their diaper.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ, man.
And they were like, they put this bitch on the news as if this shit was like newsworthy. Like, I mean, obviously the kid doesn't know, but you still would be like, hey, baby, you know, is it okay? But this thing, I was like, what the fuck is that? What's happening? I'm telling you, because I don't want the motherfuckers in my space. Get out. Take that shit somewhere else. I want to have games with freedom. I can't with this. I can't with the pandering. Get out. But all right, tangent over.
Well said. Well said, sir.
I know this is like a PlayStation centric thing, but I'm going to tell you this too. I'm not wasting my time with the Game Awards. I don't have time for just fucking actors and actresses circle jerk and flipping their beans with each other. Talk about some fucking storyline. Thank you so much for nominating me. It was so hard.
COVID has been so difficult.
It was so difficult.
Bro,
Thank you.
Bro, no, not the COVID speech.
Well, that's what it is, man.
I will bet you some money, bro. Somebody's gonna bring.
Somebody's going to say that, and then
Of course
somebody's
they're gonna bring it up. Of course they're gonna bring it up.
And then somebody's going to break up Activision too. Thank you so much for the awards. It's been a pleasure because I'm black. They gave me so many opportunity. Thank you so much. And fuck Activision. and Bobby.
But again, the only main reason why we watch the fucking awards every goddamn year is for the reveals. We don't give a shit about the
I
award
know.
itself.
We all know what it is.
With the
This is the
exception,
thing.
unless it's a Sony game, then it matters. Let's keep that real. Let's keep that
No,
real.
that's not. No, don't spread no nonsense. It's not about Sony. The thing is, you got 3 hours of people stroking their egos and like 2 minutes of
fucking let them, dude.
No, I
Let
don't know because 3 hours is wasting my fucking time. But they spread it out.
Okay, I do agree that it's a little way too fucking long for the goddamn award show. This ain't no goddamn Oscars, Jeff Keighley. All right?
Yeah, and
you don't need to be fucking a century fucking long.
He knows
an hour and a half to 2 hours tops is beautiful. 3 hours, motherfucker, you're stretching it.
He knows. He wants the views. He wants to gather them all up so it can give relevance to the next fucking thing. He's almost all of the reviews or all of the reveals are at the end of the fucking show, and you're just waiting like, oh, it's worldwide exclusive. It's fucking it's a 2D game, a 2D
Like
fucking side scroller.
Yeah, all the good shit. Yeah, it's usually at the end of the show.
Like they sprinkle that.
You know what's funny though? You're not far off with that because some of the demos fucking for that are like from the VGAs are actually being leaked out on Microsoft's web store right now.
You said the vaginas.
Fucking, no. Demos, not vaginas, motherfucker. What the fuck?
It sounds like you don't want vagina. What you trying to say?
I mean, are you scared?
Josh, man,
they're ugly.
Josh.
They're ugly.
Nah,
They're folded. I don't like it.
Fucking
Oh no. What you say? Shut that. Wait, what you say? Shut your. What'd you say? Shut your nigger mouth. What'd you say?
Every episode, man. Every fucking episode. And Ken, you wonder why these shows are so long, dude.
It's entertainment, man.
Continue. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Go on.
You look like a fucking racist out here, man. Jesus Christ. Thanks for that, Josh. Thank you, man. You're a good friend, bro. You're a good friend.
Thank you. So are you.
Appreciate that. Oh no, I'm done. Go ahead, man. I'm Gucci.
Gucci.
Yeah, man.
Are you appropriating? That?
Oh, what?
No, I just watched that Lady Gaga movie.
Did you?
No. No, but I did watch the new Resident Evil movie, and I fucking loved it.
Of course you did. That means it's crap.
Yeah, it's bad. Oh no, it's bad. It's extremely fucking bad. But it's the closest you're gonna get to the video game. That's what everybody wanted. Now everybody's saying that it's fucking garbage. That's the number one reason why video game adaptations will never fucking work.
You remember Silent Hill?
And the ones that do it the right way are the ones that are always colossal fucking flops, man.
Hey, you said doo-doo.
No, the movie is bad. Trust me.
Who's
fucking awful? But it's awesome, fucking awful. If that makes any means fucking logical sense.
I know what you mean. It's so bad, it's good. Did anybody see Silent Hill, the movie?
Yes, I did.
No.
You remember when Pyramid Head gave her the ultimate nipple twister? Like he just grabbed her chest.
Right from her collar fight, her skin blink. Fucking bitch. That shit was gnarly as fuck, dude.
Ripped her fucking titties off and her whole he tore her skin off, her whole skin, and threw that shit at the door and shit. I was like, disrespectful bitch.
Yeah.
But he picked her up by the nape of her neck, right? And then she's like, please no. Then he grabbed her fucking titties and twisted that shit and then ripped everything off. So just like muscles, and he just threw it at the door bitch.
It's funny though because like when you make a movie or you take a video game, right, and you turn it into a fucking film adaptation, man, you're literally bargaining one entire fucking flaw automatically outside the door. You cannot turn a game that's 8 to 10 hours into a fucking hour and a half to 2 hour movie. It's not happening. It's not going to happen. So you have to fucking sacrifice a lot of shit. This movie does that, but at least it acknowledges most of the main things from the first two fucking games.
The graphics is terrible.
Or just turn it into a damn series, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
They are coming out with a series. They are coming out. Yeah, there's going to be a Netflix series coming out soon.
yeah, I mean, I
Which
think
I
that's the
fucking
better,
cannot wait.
that,
I
I
cannot
mean,
wait.
dude, that's the better way to go, man, because I hate, bro.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking that you're right on that, Ken. Go ahead, though.
No, dude, I just freaking hate it when they try to like make these adaptations and then they squeeze it
Yeah.
into like one movie. You know what I'm saying? And then
Yeah.
they forget all of the like some of the more nuanced details that made the shit good in the first place. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's why I'm glad Last of Us and Halo are actually going to be actual TV series, man, and not a fucking movie. I like that.
That's
Because
gonna
when you're going to like deep lore with Halo, you're going to have to put that in multiple parts. Whereas fucking Last of Us 2 as well would be a perfect fucking show to be a series.
I was just getting ready to say, man, because if they would have announced that The Last of Us is a movie, you know what I'm saying? I would have been like,
It would have been dead. It would have been dead. It would have been trash.
yeah, I mean, like, don't get me wrong, bro. Me and I know pretty much fucking like 80 to 90% of the people in here and in the gaming fucking community would watch that shit anyway. But
Oh yeah, no, of course, fucking of course, of course.
I'm
except,
glad.
except for me.
Nah, nigga, you be watching that.
Fucking
No,
yeah.
no. This is what Josh will do.
Josh.
But either he might not watch it directly, but he's gonna watch that shit one way or another.
No.
That nigga's
He will.
gonna come across the information somehow.
That's gonna be his jerk off tears, man, when he watches that shit.
No, but I'm glad they did it into a series. You know what I'm saying? Because now you can sort of like expand on the characters, and you have room. You actually have fucking room and time to build the shit out right. You know?
Yeah, build up the characters, the lore, everything too as well, and not have to rush it, man. Because that's pretty much basically the main issue that I have with the new Resident Evil movie. It's rushed as fuck, man. Especially the last half. The last act is so rushed, but I still love it though because it still is like the most genuine, faithful shit. Minus some of the changes that are different, yes, but it's still in the world of what the games are. You know what I mean? Every character's playing their role. Every fucking person is accountable for it. Minus the absent ones. That kind of shit like that. But some of the characters have been altered, though, for personality sakes. Like Leon.
Now we're gonna have to.
Dumbass.
We're gonna
I
have
don't know
to
who comes up
actually
with
go.
those ideas of taking a whole series and jamming it into 97 minutes.
Well, you can blame Capcom for that because Capcom's creator fucking, or not, not Shinji Mikami, but the new creator could fucking.
What was first? Mario Brothers was what, like 92?
Mario Brothers was the first one.
Yeah, 92.
Yeah,
Street Fighter was in what,
the only other thing
94?
that was related to video games, man, was the Wizard. I think it was. Wasn't that the one where like they revealed Mario?
Street Fighter was like 94.
All right, now we gotta stay on top.
No, hold on. You had Double Dragon in between that.
Nigga,
that
no
was
Double
terrible
Dragon, no Double Dragon, no Mario.
Motherfucker, I'm sorry, dude. Listen, I'm with you. I'm with you on that, Josh. The movie is fucking god awful. A Bobo? What the fuck is that? That's a turd. That's a fucking turd.
No. There's no storyline in Mario anyway. Fucking
no. Mario Brothers was horrible. Double Dragon was fucking worse.
It's a simple story, but there's a story.
What? Right. You got some fucking thotty that keep fucking with like Pookie and Ray Ray. Basically. And act like she getting kidnapped and shit. Help me! Mr. Nice Man. Help me! Doctor, please! Dr. Mario, help me from this. Help me from Tyrone.
Street Fighter is horrible, but it's a guilty pleasure to watch.
After he gives her the spiked dick and shit like that, then she gonna send her ass home. Here you go, Mario.
Motherfucker, man, do you hear the shit that comes out of your mouth sometimes?
That's the way I interpret it. That's how I thought it. That's what it looked like in my head.
God damn, dude.
Street Fighter movie. I actually saw Mario P Nasty, and it was just like that. It was a gangbang and shit like that. It was a cuckold. You know,
motherfucker, man. We don't need to hear you.
Go on.
We don't need to hear your Pornhub.
Go on. Can't go on with the awards so we can I can eat my food. Can I you there? Hello? I know this nigga. This nigga probably fell out.
Oh, he fell out of his chair. I don't know.
So I don't see him. What the fuck? No, he's hello.
Tim left. He's like, I'm done with this shit.
He's like, fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Oh, this might probably fucking interrupted him, whatever. Anyway, so I guess I have to fucking. Hello?
Oh, he's back.
Hope this shit doesn't
Lima beans.
You're eating them lima beans and shit. Anyway, let's because this dude, man. All right, so exponentially. I don't think. Look, Jeff Keighley has been doing shit, and it wasn't good. You know, all these award shows, they barely show anything. They show alternate trailers, fucking director cut trailers. I don't give a fuck about that. I want to see wholly new content. Now, the word around the block, the news, the secret shit is they claim, right, that the sci-fi game that Santa Monica Studios are currently making, the God of War people, is going to be shown at the Game Awards. Absolutely not. They're not going to do that.
I don't believe that for a second, man. I mean, if anything at all, I think, you know, what we might see at the Game Awards would be something more akin to like what we've heard before in terms of like a Metal Gear remake. Okay, so let me preface it by saying this. I don't think we're going to see a Metal Gear remake, and I don't think we're going to see a Silent Hill reboot. So I'm going to say that. But what I think we might see is like a reboot or a remake of something. You know what I'm saying? So whether it's going to be a big game or not, I don't know. But I don't think it's going to be... We're definitely not going to see the fucking Santa Monica shit, so I don't know what the hell they're talking about.
I don't, like, because you know what? People's imagination runs rampant. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going on. It runs absolutely rampant. With possibilities, you know, but we need to think about probabilities. It's, to me, Microsoft got the 8-bit shit going on. The fucking pixel art leaks. They already got that shit. Whatever the fuck they're doing. It's not going to be any kind of AAA game or AA game for the matter. Nintendo's never a part of this shit, so they won't be there. So it leaves third-party shit and Sony. One thing I did think about, I just thought about it. Maybe Forspoken. Maybe another trailer of Forspoken. You know what I mean? I think we need. Maybe. I think we need to look at some of the you know, the spotlights of Sony games, and there's been like some GIFs that Sony's released from some other bigger video. You know what I mean? The Gran Turismos, the Forspoken. You saw her like, you know, kind of latching on to whatever she's, you know, hopping and doing whatever she's doing. I mean, 2022 is so fucking, you know, it's so wrapped in enigma.
Don't get me wrong, man. I do believe that to some extent Sony's going to show something new. You know what I mean?
I don't want to see no fucking no fucking director's cut of the same fucking game, the old trailer that we've seen. No more of that shit. It needs to be brand new. I don't want no technicality of splitting hairs. That's not what I want to do.
I mean, I think there's going to be something new there. You know what I'm saying? I think they're going to have some kind of new, you know, world reveal. You know, is it going to be like the next big thing? I don't know, man. I mean, I'm personally going to temper my expectation, you know, I'm
not watching it. I'm not watching the Game Awards. I'm not. Y'all could tell me what it was.
I mean, I'm going to watch it. I mean, I don't know. At the very least, you know.
When he had me and I did on my channel, I streamed that shit for like 2 hours. I didn't see anything. I was like, oh no, we can't do that. When they fucking had that motherfucking dude, and you already know how I feel about The Last of Us Part 2 in general, but they had this motherfucker fucking playing, if I ever were to lose you, I just would lose myself. He sung that shit slow. He took it and brought it down a couple tempo points. Like that's the normal tempo. He was like,
I mean, in all honesty, man. In all honesty,
hold on, wait, I'm not done.
Josh, shut your dumb ass up, bro. Let Ken go, man. Fucking A.
Like the national anthem going 12 minutes long. Like the
I was like, nigga.
Play
Like, what you-
the fuck?
Look at this bitch out here. I'm like, ain't that many syllables in ifs, you stupid bastard.
It's like
You can't make all them syllables.
got 3 words lasting a whole minute and a half. Bro.
I was like, no, we're done here. I turned that shit off. I said, listen, guys.
Yeah,
I get you
The
later.
land, I said the land that we live, land.
Fucking funny, dude. Oh man, I don't know, man. At the very least, man, I'm gonna watch it. You know, if not, you know, if we don't get anything like major, I don't think we're gonna get anything major. But if we don't get anything like noteworthy, I want to at least see which game wins Game of the Year because I think it'll be interesting. You know, why? The reason why is because if Deathloop wins Game of the Year, I'm telling you, that fucking game is gonna break Twitter, bro. It's gonna fuck Twitter up, man. That shit's gonna be bloody streets in Twitter, man. Because you know the situation. It's a PlayStation timed exclusive Microsoft Studio game. You know what I'm saying?
Correction. It's a Microsoft game, always and forever. It was never a third party game. Microsoft gave them the privilege to release the game on that console.
They didn't.
I mean,
No,
I know this shit. I'm talking about for the hardcore fanboys.
Fuck them dumbass bitches.
That's what I'm talking about. We know that shit, but they were like, oh, Microsoft had to give you scraps because for 10, but you got shit for the holiday season. The only reason why you have anything at all this year is because Microsoft gave you the privilege, motherfucker, to put that shit on your console. I'm like, man,
that not bad.
All right,
That sounds very botanist.
I already know you rubbing. I already know you rubbing your fucking nipples to that fucking story. You like, yo, Microsoft is good, yo. They so good in the tits.
Yo, Ken, man, you got something wrong with your boy over here, bro?
No, you was a bot. What you mean?
I'm not a bot. What are you talking about?
That's why you be botting
Sure,
out.
I have my botty moments, but I'm not a bot because I don't care about the console. I care about games,
you
bro.
are a bot. Too much good Sony news, and you start botting out.
What are you talking about? No, dude,
literally every single time, you know, some good Sony news comes in, your shit starts fucking up, bro.
Hey,
every time.
That's just a coincidence. That's all that is.
Or even
He's fucking up his algorithm.
Or even that, right? He sounds like fucking Tina Turner and shit. You know, trying to protect Ike and shit like that.
Why do you have to? Why her?
Why? He'd be like, what's love got to do?
No, man. Tina Turner's fucking amazing. Why do you know, bro?
Wait. You said she was white.
No, I said she's fucking amazing. What are you talking about?
Her white.
Oh, man, nah. Is that how white people sound to you? Is that what it is?
You can't Uno reverse
I'm
this
not
shit.
Show. Go on, man. Go on.
You can't Uno reverse this shit.
Yo, Fatal pulled the crap card, man.
Crap card? What crap card?
Trap card.
Oh, my trap card.
The motherfucker was like,
speaking of that motherfucker, have you seen his latest video?
Yes, I have. Yes, that motherfucker, man. We don't want him over here.
This motherfucker is
no side wants
bipolar.
He's trying to capitalize on all the marmalade, man.
Yeah, no side wants him, dude. Like, bro, just go the fuck away, dude. Yeah, man.
Yo, I'm like, how you get all these fucking followers, yo? You just keep dancing the face. You fucking console bisexual and shit, yo.
Console bisexual.
Console bisexual.
Well, that's the first. That's the first.
Delegation.
We gonna get back. I've never ever heard. I'm not reading. Never heard that before in my fucking life, bro.
Damn, Josh.
I cut off.
Delegation, you guys can take crap back. We don't need nobody for him.
This shit is echoing.
Yeah.
Hello.
My bad.
Y'all get that?
There you
No,
go.
what happened? Who did it?
On behalf of the PlayStation delegation, we give back crap gaming.
No, that nigga need to be. No, oh, yo, it's on stage.
bro.
He needs to be thrown out.
That's weird. You know what, man? When he like, don't get me wrong, I've never taken his content seriously ever. Even when he was like talking more about
same.
PlayStation stuff, you know, and I still don't. Like, I just don't take his content seriously. You know what I'm saying?
Rack
But
him up.
when I know, rack him up, fact him up, rack him up, whatever the fuck he says. Anyway, he was like, I mean, when he transitioned, it was kind of sort of quote unquote transition.
He transitioned.
Yeah,
Trans?
I know.
He's
Yeah,
trans?
he's console trans, man. He's console fluid, yo. But yo, when he started talking more about PlayStation, man, I was like, okay, you know, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt, because he was like, you know, I started to feel bad, you know, just lying to people about Xbox or whatever the case. I'm like, okay, cool, whatever, you know. But this motherfucker literally did a goddamn flip flop 180, bro. I'm like, nigga, what the fuck?
So MBG did this whole thing, but his is you know how I feel about him, and I got a newfound respect for MBG. You know what I'm saying? Like, he stayed to the, you know what I mean? Like, the narrative is the same. He's just like, man, I don't really see the games over there. I don't really see it. You know what I mean? And I guess before Fado starts to Tina Turner his shit, I guess people are having fun with Halo. I'm assuming that.
Simply the best.
You know what? I gotta question your fucking music palette right now, yo. How you know this?
What about Tina Turner?
Mm-hmm.
My mom used to listen to her when I was a kid.
You know what?
Fuck
Sir,
you.
I'm gonna need to look at your phone
Fuck
history,
you.
man. I think he's the type of
Phone
dude-
history.
I think he's
Wait,
the type of dude-
hold on. Whoa. We're not having this conversation, sir, because I know where this is going.
I know what it is.
I know where this is going, and I'm not having this conversation.
New being goddess. He don't just click onto Ebony. He be like, African porn.
Oh,
He's like, I want them dreadlocks.
Oh, shit.
He's like, I want that knocky hair shit. I want that authentic motherland pussy. I'm sorry. Go on.
Wow.
I mean, okay.
If
One were to come knocking, man, I ain't gonna ignore it. I'm just saying.
I hope you get married to an African. Yo, that would be interesting.
That'd be amazing, dude.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing.
Goddamn
Nothing at
thing.
all.
Not a
Actually,
goddamn
honestly,
thing.
there's
Not a
nothing.
goddamn thing.
I honestly, it puts a smile on my face to see like any type of interracial.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just cool to see that people don't care about color. I just feel like that's fucking awesome.
Yep.
Coon ass nigga, yo.
I know some people in this Twitter space be like, "Oh, look at this coon ass nigga. Look, they did this. Did they though? Did they really do that? Was it that person that 8-year-old that did it? That one right there, he did it. God damn! I had an argument with somebody, man. I was like, "You will call somebody a fucking coon?" And I said that you being black and white, and you have a problem with white people. Like you have a problem with half yourself. Like what?
Actually, I mean, I do.
People are wild.
Well, I mean,
man.
some people were shunned regardless because of the fact that they weren't completely white. So I mean, we've got to take that into account as well.
Yeah, but
I've seen some people who are half white and half black who thought they were better than black people too. So it's a little bit of both on the sides of the coin.
That's an interesting
How the
thing.
relationships went. There's many different aspects to the psychology of how those people work.
But I gotta ask you a question though.
Yeah.
And don't take this the wrong way, but
Yeah.
what's your nationality?
Me, I'm Jamaican.
Really?
Yeah.
I
Nice.
think you lying. You lying.
Well,
He's like-
me, I was born in America, New York, but my ethnicity. Sorry.
Oh, so you seen this shit?
What up,
first.
Stage?
Well,
How you doing, man?
well, in in New York, it's a melting pot anyway. So you
Yeah.
you've probably seen all sorts of shit.
Yeah.
You got these rural motherfuckers coming out of nowhere and shit. Talk about something. Dr. Umar said, shut your ass up.
Hey, if you're doing anything interracial, just leave Dr. Omar out the other room.
Yeah, keep that dude out of your dreams and thoughts, man.
Hey,
It's like,
close the blinds in your house because he's gonna be looking.
No, he's the main one, yo. I
There
guarantee
better
you
be
check
black
his.
people all at that dinner table.
He was like, do I see? He be like, do I see raisins? Is there raisins in your house? You a coon. You know what I'm saying? But like, the fuck?
What did
No,
you
but like-
sprinkle in that casserole? Are those raisins?
Nigga, is that casserole? Who brought that in this house?
it certainly
Where
wasn't
neck
no
bones?
black nigga.
Why do I not taste spices?
Why this shit bland?
Yo, man. Me personally, man, I do actually enjoy the idea of interracial relationships. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Only because you're a hybrid.
I mean, I am, but whatever, nigga.
Not 4K.
Of course, you're a little biased, so I mean,
Hey, man.
Look, man, look. I see beauty anywhere. Thank you very much. Hey, Josh. Hey, Josh. You're beautiful, man.
This nigga.
I'm about to fucking leave goddamn home.
Hey, suck it, yo!
Say I'm thankful for you, brother.
That's how you gotta translate that shit.
No, have you noticed though, like some of these chicks, man, who have like just mixed whatever ethnicities and stuff like that, bro, they are some of the finest girls you have ever fucking seen, bro. I'm like, dude, you never seen some chick that looked like this back in the fucking 50s, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Jesus, man. Say it from the heart, sir. Shit.
Yo, they're fucking OP, yo. I honestly, they OP, yo. They got every fucking thing, fucking sugar, spice, and everything, fucking nice.
Yo,
I'm like,
bro,
damn.
Hey, man.
yo,
Hey, man.
they got the blue eyes, the freaking nice curly hair with the fat ass, my nigga. It's like-
They got the white girl titties with the pink nipples. They got all of it.
it's like-
Wait, what?
I was surprised, right? I dated an Italian, right? Briefly, because I realized that there was some shit. Stage, you Jamaican, you live in New York. You know how Italians be. They be on some low key racist shit. Yo. I've had some experiences with them. They got some fucking Salvatore Leone and shit like that. I don't want no black nigga in my house.
Yeah, it's an old school family. Yeah.
Yeah, fucking. But they do be doing that.
That
So
could be with almost any generation of any other.
it is. You're absolutely right. And because I'm 37, that's what that's what it was. It was at the cusp of it. But anyway, I'm sitting there doing my thing, shit like that, my thing. And she took up our shirt, and she had some nigga nipples. I was like, wait a minute, how that shit dark? I thought you were white. You lied to me.
You do know Italians are mixed with have some Middle Eastern in them, right? Certain like Southern Italians have some Middle Eastern in them.
No, I know. I didn't at the time. I was young.
Oh, okay.
So I was real young. I was like 16 and shit like that. So
Okay.
I was like, ooh, I was bragging. I was like, yo, I'm about to hit second base with this bitch. Oh, let's go show me them nipples, right? She did show me her nipples. Them shits was quite familiar and shit. I was like, wait a minute. I've seen this before. Wait a minute. You lied. So
honestly,
you fucking. Oh my lord.
Honestly, I do like dark nipples though. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
I like all. I went through a metamorphosis. You ever had that shit? Maybe y'all young and shit.
And you wonder why spaces are being created. Fucking a dick is slurping, bro.
So
I'm just throwing that out there. I'm just throwing that out there.
No. I remember when I was younger. I was. That could be the whole bunch of shit, yo. That well is it's intricate, but
Wow, is that deep?
I ain't gonna say confirm or deny shit. You know, it's just know that I have 2 fucking Twitter accounts.
Okay.
It won't be this one.
Oh shit! Fuck. Well, that answers everything then.
Well, no, I remember I was younger.
Yeah, you know, Josh, I think everybody does, bro.
I know, right?
I don't.
Oh no, he probably well, Stage probably married and shit, yo. He out of the
I
game.
don't. I'm not married or anything like this.
Yo,
I
you got,
don't.
bro, you got those freaking Pornhub bookmarks, yo.
He old school. Either that, either he married, or you traditional as fuck. Yeah, you like Twitter porn. That's uncivilized. Who does that? What could you do in 30 seconds? A lot, nigga. Anyway.
Yo, Twitter, some of the Twitter porn be kind of lit though. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
I'm gonna tell you right now, right? So the other Twitter account, right? Oh man, like sometimes because these Android phones, they're like PCs essentially, right? And I remember I closed it out, like whole Twitter, all of it. And I was at my relative's house and shit like that. And I go and visit my grandma. And I'm just sitting there talking. I was like, "Hey, grandma." I was like, "Guess where I came from?" She was like, "Where?" I was like, "I just came from Texas." You want to see the pictures? And she was like, "Oh, I never been to Texas. Let me see." So I was like, "Let me pull out the pictures." I turned that shit on. Oh, oh shit! Turn this shit off. Oh boy. So it'd be like that in Twitter Spaces. Ken, where you at?
Yeah, I'm here. Yo, did his mic go out?
Yep.
I can't hear him at all.
Try to keep me down and shit, yo. She keep me.
Oh, man.
No, I was just. Did y'all hear any of that shit, or did I get muted out?
No,
We heard you loud and clear.
Okay.
I don't know where you were going. It sounded like you were in a bathroom or some shit.
No, it disconnected my Bluetooth headsets and then went to the phone for whatever reason. It should be stupid though, but I mean, I like these spaces though. These spaces are pretty. I didn't think today was going to be that deep today. I thought everybody could be asleep.
Yeah, I mean,
you know, Thanksgiving, man. How it works, man. Brings people together.
I know, right?
All right, man. Well, I'm out of here, dude.
We don't got Thanksgiving. Canadians don't have Thanksgiving.
Don't have it, but I have Halo Thanksgiving to play though, man. My buddy wants to play, so I'm gonna go play.
Enjoy that free meal, man, from the orphanage.
Yeah, right. Better, guys.
Have a good one, man.
Hey man, fuck you, man. Okay, I mean, always respecting shit, man. Not playing.
Enjoy that.
All right, peace out, guys.
Later, bro.
All right. So all in all, basically, in terms of going back to what we were saying, the Game Awards, we just want to kind of tell you guys to don't expect too much at all, man. It's not gonna be that deep.
No,
It's not gonna be that deep.
The new trailers and stuff like that for the new reveals and things like that. That's, I mean, one of the primary reasons to watch it. I mean, everybody has their own specific idea of what their game of the year is, but
did you like last year?
Get angry at the game of the years for having their own opinion.
Every time, dude.
Did you like last year? You like last year's?
I mean, it's not about whether I liked it or not. Did they have any good reveals? If not, then I was bored. But I mean, it's cool to interact with other people. You know, the whole Ghost of Tsushima and Last of Us thing was so. It got to a perverse level of obnoxious behavior. So I mean,
wasn't it though?
That
was
took
like
the fun
really
out of it.
it was like really stupid.
Yeah.
Yo,
it was really bad. It made me not trust like user reviews for like at all. So I mean, like, you know, I mean, it is what it is for each person. And if people can accept that they have their own opinions and respect that, especially the industry having their own, you know, again, having a consensus, not exactly individually. I mean, individually they can't all speak for one another. It's a consensus. So I mean, they just have to accept that's what the fallout of the whole award show is going to be. So.
But you know what, Stage though? I want to say this really quickly because I know we're about to wrap it up. one of the things about the Game Awards, see, I could see if it was all about just unbiased, you just select it based off of how much you liked it. But then, because I have my own podcast, I spoke about this shit too.
Mhm.
There are certain games that are exempt from Game of the Year. Like, there's never going to be a racer, ever.
Yeah, because I mean, what are they actually changing? The actual time of the race, or like actually like innovating, was long ago, dude. Like,
I mean, this
I don't.
is true, but like, it still shouldn't be exempt.
I
You
mean,
know what I'm saying?
if that's gonna be the case, look at Tales of Arise. It was one of the biggest
That,
snubs of the year.
exactly. So is Returnal. It's almost as if the game has to be accessible for it to be nominated. You know what I mean? It has to be not accessible.
There you go.
Mass appeal. It has to be. It has
That's
to
what I
have
was.
mass appeal.
That's
or
what
an
I was gonna
indie,
say.
or a
Yeah, I was
small
gonna.
indie.
Well, even with the indies, man, like they pick the games that like have the most appeal. You know what I'm saying? Like look at like last year, Hades was like making freaking waves on the internet. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
It's a,
Hades was, but Returnal wasn't.
Well,
Interesting.
Hades. Well, that's the thing. Like
Returnal
Hades
did, but it was a small market in general, and it's a niche market on top of that.
So is
it's not.
Hades.
It's not. It's,
Yeah, Hades was
that
a niche market. It really was.
Yeah, but yeah, that's true. But there's 200 million PCs out there.
It don't
Yeah,
matter.
but there's not 200 million people buying.
No,
Hades.
I know, but what I'm saying is there's only so many people that can even buy Returnal.
I know,
it's in
but
a niche market.
it's a group of people.
Yeah,
They're
but
playing a
trust me,
collection of
Returnal
games.
could have won. They could have won. It's just that it did just there was too many launch issues and stuff like that, and it just missed the whole
Yeah, I do think that had
the
something
whole
to do with
review
it.
situation.
I do. You know what? That's fair, because I think the biggest thing, I think it does go with accessibility. I think honestly, the fact that it didn't have a save point and people thought that was legitimately like a flaw, like it broke the game. I'm like, I don't think you get it. If you played Returnal, which stage you have a PS5, right?
No, not yet. I'm gonna
Oh,
be
yeah, okay. Returnal is basically like gambling.
Mhm.
You bring in, you get your money, you keep making money, and then it's more stakes. You know what I'm saying? And by the time you may fuck up and you may make the wrong, because it rewards rather expiration. So if you do decide to go into an area where you think there may be health or a weapon upgrade or whatever case is, fine. There will be, but it will randomly spawn shit according to how fast and how much you progress. It will scale the difficulty depending on that. And if you can surmount that difficulty, then you get the reward. If you cannot, you lose everything. All of it, including your progression. Back to the start, bitch.
back to the start, bitch. Honestly, man.
That's how I felt with me, man. I was mad as shit. One time I was like, I had the illest fucking weapon, yo. That weapon was so fucking broke. It was an automatic, and then it randomly shot out a portal with a fucking Kamehameha fucking beam, and it also had electricity. And I'm like, yo, I don't even have to aim this bitch. I came in there, yo. They spawned this fucking. Damn, who's yelling?
My house. My bad.
Oh, okay.
Get your ass out the phone.
Hey.
Get your ass in here. It's time to clean up.
No, but they had like this. They had like this area, right? You had this crazy ass fucking weapon, right? And then all of a sudden they spawned this interdimensional fucking gorilla that had mad fucking health that could look like teleport, and he had so much bullet hell, man. It was just no way. And I just got fucked.
with no lube.
With no lube, man. A single fucking teardrop came down from my left cheek. I was like, man, I'm turning this shit off, man. This shit ain't fair. And I kicked the can.
I feel like they, with the Game Awards, man, like they're not only do they try to like, I feel like they pick games, obviously, sort of based off of, to some extent, the actual quality of the game and as well as the popularity of the game. But I also believe that they try to do like this sort of parody thing, you know what I'm saying, where they want to like represent different aspects of the, you know what I'm saying, like of the industry, you know what I mean? They have that indie game, they have that, that massive AAA, whatever, so on and so forth, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I mean, I just don't feel like it's like a completely like fair playing ground for games that actually do qualify, to be on that palette. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's just my thought on it personally.
Yeah, I agree with that shit. I agree with it. Well, we better wrap this shit up, man. It's been an hour and a half, I believe.
Yeah,
15 minutes of bullshitting in the beginning.
True that, man.
I left early for this bullshit.
Well, you'll be able to go onto the YouTube channel and get the rest.
Yeah, man.
Kid, it is recording, right?
Yeah, it's recording.
Okay, just making sure. Is it through Twitter?
Actually, no. I didn't see the option to do it on Twitter. So I just
they fucking up, man. They already know, like, I think because you remember Twitter had fleets, which I don't even remember what that shit was. It like stories, right?
Yeah.
It was like Twitter. It was like Twitter fleets and shit like that, and nobody fucking. They were like, "Fuck this shit," and then they came up with spaces, and then now you got dick sucking. Now you got dick sucking contests within the spaces. No lie.
God. Yo, late night ASMR.
No, I'm being serious. You laugh like you. I'm not even fucking playing.
No, trust me, I've been busted in a couple of those, and so like I'm not. People
look at it.
You all know Lionel Bulgin?
Yeah, he be in on some
like
fucking,
I saw him in there. I was like, let me see what's in here, bro. That got like, and then once you get
slipping on dick and shit,
you're in there, you get caught, and everybody's like, everybody screenshots it.
Literally 4K, yo. Like Lionel's like, fuck it. You're right.
Lionel has no shame, bro. Not
he doesn't
an ounce of shame, dude.
He's not a fucking ounce.
Pablo will be in there a lot too.
Yo, Pablo's in another space, you little fuck.
Yeah, probably listening to someone suck dick.
Hey, you know YB?
No.
Oh yeah, YB's always in there too. Like,
I didn't even see that shit.
I mean, it's. I'm not gonna lie, man. It's actually pretty interesting sometimes, man. I don't give a fuck, man. I'll jump into that shit.
Yeah.
The space before the space. That means the podcast before the dick suck can begin. That's what that means.
Shit, man. I'll jump in and listen to some chicks moan. I don't give a fuck. You can catch me. You can catch me in 4K all you want.
Yeah, it's not like it's gonna change anything, honestly.
You know that chick. I told Josh about this shit. But you know that chick Amaranth or whatever on Twitter. I mean, not Twitter. Twitch. She, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I don't watch her stuff, you know what I'm saying? But I remember one night I jumped into her thing because I was just like, I wonder what these dudes are like on, you know what I'm saying? Because, bro, she got like fucking 10,000 niggas watching her at one time, right? So I jumped in there and I'm like, let me just see what she's doing, right? And she's over here like fucking licking the shit out of this fucking microphone, dude. And I was like, bro, but
she
like,
knows it's that simple, dude. She knows that's it. That the meaning of life right there. Like,
I shit you not, man. I was like, I'm only gonna sit in here for like a couple of minutes. Dude, I ended up staying in there for like 40 minutes, bro. Just watching this chick licking the fucking microphone.
Are you serious?
I'm not even joking.
Man, get a grip, man. This man got stuck in a place, bro.
Yo, he got lost in the sauce, man.
Dog, yo, what she was doing with her tongue was like unreal to me, bro. I'm like, how the fuck are you moving your tongue like that, bro?
Yo, I'm trying to tell you, like, some of these, like, I don't understand. Like, you got a lot of chicks to be like, I don't like the male gaze. Like, stop looking at me. Like, it's just so sickening. And then they turn around and like, the fuck? It's my body. I can do what I want.
Oh my god. That should will get you caught up, man.
Ah, shit.
Oh man. But I think that's a pretty good stopping point, man. We've been in here for what, about an hour and a half. We wanted to keep it short, you know, because obviously it's the holiday season and all that. Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, I mean, was there anything else you guys wanted to say before we sort of wrap this up?
Nah, I think
have a good Thanksgiving, guys.
Oh, obviously, if you guys aren't in the Discord, just fucking jump in the Discord, nigga.
Yeah.
Stop being bitch ass.
Yeah, that Discord, wow, yo. I try to contain myself in the Discord, but sometimes. Anyway, y'all take it easy, guys.
All right, guys, we're headed out.
Okay, later.
Peace out, guys.